Hi guys, it's 2025. Can you believe it that it's 2025? This session is going to be different. It's not session, it's just a video, short video. I'll try to keep it short. I want to make sure you guys know that I'm 100% transparent. So I want to make sure that everyone understands this YouTube business, if we should call it. How much that costs, and all this, like playing slot machines every day. Does it make even sense? How much it makes sense? When will start to make sense, if ever will start to make sense, if you're a YouTube creator, or even if you're not YouTube creator, if you dream about it, same as I would dream about it, to play slots every day in my life and not doing anything else, and like maybe somehow I can make it. This video is to show you what's actually happening. I'm kind of right now in my room. This is my office, by the way. I work here for my my regular daily job from this office, and then I also record kind of set up all these recordings and videos here for you. So I'll switch the screen. I prepared slides for you. It will show everything that I would be interested to know, like RTPs, return to players, for each of casinos that I played, how much I put money in, how much I got money out, like, and then in percentages, then also how much YouTube pays, and how much free play I'm getting, and other perks. So I really hope that this video is going to be interesting for you. So let's switch the screen and let's start. All right, so I prepared slides, very professional of me, but I really wanted to make it somewhat pretty so you can understand it. So let's start with disclosure first. So this presentation is showing only my personal experience, right? So which experience with casino slot machines, and my own experience with YouTube income in the last 2 years, 2023 and 2024. And definitely you guys should not be taking that as an official casino numbers or YouTube payouts, because each person may have different experience. When we talk about RTP, for those of you who do not know, RTP is return to player. That's what officially stands for. But it's return to player, not like one time when you go to a casino and how much in percentage should return. No, it's rather like during the long period of time, let's say a year, or I don't know, maybe even more than a year. If you're continuously sitting there like sleeping in casino and playing, that machine should return that much. So obviously it happens that one person wins the jackpot and then 5 other people after that lose all the money. But overall, that one machine has a certain return to player. So now each casino has then their official number, like whatever is their return to player, and doesn't mean much because you're not spending whole year on the same machine and putting money in the same machine. So therefore you cannot be certain, like that you will get there. However, I kind of pull my own statistics and my own return to player based on, like my timing, whatever the timing is when I go and visit. Again, disclosure, this is just my personal timing, because even if it's same day, during the same year, in same timing, if you choose different slots, things can be different. Also disclosure that every YouTube creator may or may not have different payout per video or per views. The more you're out there, the more you will get paid per views. And also there are certain times of the year when YouTube pays more, like when there is more commercials, like during the election, it was really good. Or during the Christmas time, and there are more commercials out there, then you will get a little bit more paid. And whatever I show you here, this is the fact. The fact is I keep coming back to casinos with good hosts, because Again, it doesn't matter if a return to player is a little bit different per each casino. Honestly, if host is good, I will come back. Next screen will be free plays and perks. So each casino is giving different free play and perks. Obviously, depends how much are you playing. I'm getting that a lot. However, because I live in Vegas, for locals in Vegas, they're not doing much. They rather give you like, so free play, for example, from $50 weekly through $250 weekly. But this $250 weekly is not like one time I go there, you know, like, and I get $250. It's rather like, I don't know, 5 times $50, as if I'm going to go to that same casino 5 times during the week. Obviously, I will not, right? Then free gifts are like small appliances, jewelry, you know, like small kind of stuff. I'm not going to casino for that. I'm also not going to casino for this free play because it's really small and it's embarrassing. I remember when I lived in Utah, because obviously Vegas was not that close, so they were giving me like $500 weekly, and then made sense to me to drive from Utah, you know, like here 5 hours drive from Ogden, Utah, and you know, like I have a free night and $500. But now when it's $50 per day or something like that, or $50 within 3 days, it doesn't make even sense. Then yes, I get free rooms, depends of the casinos and how much they play there, like from one night, from each quarter, like one night free, or some casinos are giving me actually 3 nights weekly. So it doesn't matter, I live in Vegas and I'd rather sleep in my own house than in hotels. But just, you know, like it can be convenient if you have guests and, you know, stuff like that. Or sometimes if you want to do something special, you know, like special dinner or stuff like that. Talking about dinner, free dining. Free dining is something that Darkwing and I like to use because, especially in Aliante, for example, I can get free you know, like dinner. They don't have buffet, but they have like food courts, they have a few good restaurants, and we like to use that. So I would say for everything, all the perks and stuff, I used it a lot when I lived in California and I played in Yamava. That is a big casino that pays a lot. And then when I was not local in Vegas, but since I moved to Vegas, it's not that much of perks that I use. All right, so next is what you were waiting for. This is win-loss statement just for 2024. What do we see here? So there are like different casinos. Some of them I did not play. So for example, let's start for the first 3. Encore, then slot machines at Las Vegas Airport, and then South Point. Even though our percent of return, like RTP, is crazy high, right? Like I end up positive. I won $600 here, and I am positive, which is like almost crazy. However, it's not accurate. I mean, that's not a fact for these casinos because there's no enough play to calculate accurate RTP. In Encore, I was once. I put $400 in, I got 1,000 out, and that's it. Las Vegas Airport, probably like whatever, 5, 6, 7 times. You know, and it's still, I don't think that's enough. Like five times, I don't think that's enough to kind of calculate accurate RTP. South Point, I was there once. That was the first time when I won 30 mansions on Huff and Even More Puff, that epic episode. Also not enough. But now, after South Point, let's start talking about casinos that are playing the most. I would say when, per my calculations, I put $8,900 in win and I got back $8,290. However, I have to say that was maybe dozen times, not more than dozen times, because I was there only. They do not allow recording, so you kind of, I have to keep the phone in my hands. And I was there just because at that time they were among first casinos to have Huff and even more Puff. So I kept going there, even though it was really weird for me and hard to keep the phone in my hands while recording. And during that time, so now is that RTP is perfect, 93.15. That's amazing. However, is that RTP because of a win itself, or because, if you guys remember, Huff and even more Puff slots when they came on the floor, whatever casino they were hitting, they were just hot. So that was at that time, and that's the only machines that I was playing were Huff and even more Puff, because they were the reason I kept coming back those, let's say, 10 or a dozen times. Now, casino, they definitely, I would say this is the closest that you can get to calculate accurate RTP is Aliante. I play a lot in Aliante. I put $205,000 in Aliante just in 2024. I got out paid $188,912. Basically, my loss overall for the whole year in Aliante is $16,000. That is percent of return at 92.05, and that is the best casino. I'm lucky that that is the best casino because they're very closest to my house. But again, we don't know what will happen if I put all this money, like $200,000 in these other casinos. Maybe numbers would change to worse or better. Nobody knows, right? However, I'm very pleased with Aliante returns. Next one is Rampart. Not really close, somewhat close, I would say. I put $74,000 in. I got $61,000 back. Loss is $12,000, but that is actually 82.65% of return. Then Durango, I don't know, 74% of return. If I put more money in, maybe things would change. You just don't know. This is in Laughlin, Aquarius. I went there only once, so definitely not accurate. For that one-time experience, I was out 69.37 return. Palms, I go there. Oh my God, I love Palms. I go to Palms often because I love host. Their host is really great. However, Palms was not that good to me in 2024. A return to player is only 66%. And I'm kind of really sad about it because Palms and Yamava are connected. And as you can tell, like Yamava, I color it red, casinos that probably I will not go back, even though I'm VIP at Yamava. But I don't know until something changes. It's just brutal. 44% return. Aria 37% return. Red Rock 26% return. And obviously this is NCL. That's like Norwegian cruise line cruise. Oh my God! Like, please guys, don't play like they just take change for your cruise. This is terrible. 19%. Cosmopolitan, people are saying go to Cosmopolitan. I don't know, per my experience, you should avoid all strip casinos because Cosmopolitan is 16%. Obviously, I did not put 200,000. Maybe if I did put that much money, maybe things would be different. So again, remember that the disclosure depends how much you're playing. I would say the most accurate would be those that I put more money in, right? Like, because then that means I played longer. And Bellagio, I didn't color it red here because I was there only one time and I put $400 in. I got zero. It's kind of like completely opposite from Encore, right? I put 400 and I got out with 1,000. But again, it's one-time thing. So this 250 should not be taken seriously, same as this 0% should not be taken seriously. My conclusion about this, obviously, this will determine how I'm going to spend my money in 2025. To go back to 2024 altogether, I put in $509,000 of my money. That's a lot. Just think about it. That's really a lot. And I got back 386. altogether for the whole 2024, with all casinos everywhere where I played, I end up in loss $123,000. On average, all these returns ends up that casinos are returning about 75%, 75.84. And to tell you the truth, if you Google for Nevada and for Vegas, this is about return that you should expect. So I guess it's some, like, you should expect to lose 35% or whatever, during in the course of time. So now, obviously, in 2025, I will try to play even more at Aliante. Less, I will not touch these red ones at all. I will not go there. I am going to struggle with pounds just because I adore host, so we'll see how will that go. But I like Aliante host too. He's a very good guy too. Aliante host Jesus and Pounds host Juan. I adore them both. Very, very good guys, very professional and very respectful. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's about those numbers. I don't know, I want to make sure that you guys understand that this does not mean that these casinos, red casinos, are bad and green casinos are good. That was just my experience in 2024 and within limited money. And obviously, I cannot do everything that I do is based on what I learned the day before, right? So I learn it, now I kind of know. It's not a fact. It's just like the way how it goes. When I go to Aria, this is what happened. When I go to Red Rock, this is what happens. So even if that Red Rock, let's say, is good, just because I have that in my mind, like negative perception, it can go negative, trust me. So for me, I want to keep it closer to home, keep it to Aliante, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I was just lucky in Aliante this year. Maybe next year is going to be terrible. I don't know. This is the first year that I'm doing this, by the way. Last year I did not, so I do not know last year how much of it each casino actually took my money. But yeah, this is a total loss for 2024, 123,005. Next slide is how much YouTube paid. So in 2024, so this is let's gamble again, and here you can see the year. In 2024, YouTube paid me $58,712. This is like per days, I believe. So I don't know. So some days, I think this is when I got those 30 mentions in South Point. First time 30 mentions. I think it was new game and everyone was crazy about it. I don't know which one was this. Probably some grand or something. And this one is 5 flags. Recently I had 5 flags on. So if I had the great winnings and like great spectacular videos, obviously views would be higher. However, that doesn't happen. You guys know, you go to casino same as me, not maybe every day, but you go often enough to know that it's hard to have those exceptionally good wins, and I lose a lot of money, and you saw my videos. So all these videos that are watched less, those are the videos where I'm losing money. So it happens. It's the nature of gambling. All right, so next slide is basically calculation each year. So in 2023, I started a channel in March of 2023. So 10 months, right? In 2023, only 10 months, and then 2024, full year. In 2023, from those 20 months, from March 9 until end of the 2023, I lost $81,000 in casino. YouTube income was as early YouTube creator, only 19,000. So my total loss was 62,338 for that year. In 2024, I was hoping that I can get better, but my YouTube income was significantly better, right? 58, because I have more subscribers and more views. And YouTube pays me a little bit more, you know, like each year they're supposed to pay you more. I don't know, I heard about it, but it's YouTube algorithms, so you don't know. However, my casino losses in this year were brutal, like 123. So I end up 64,292. Maybe I should think I end up losing $2,000 more than 2023. But maybe we should think positively, like, yes, $2,000 more, but I played full 12 months, and here is only 10 months. So we'll see, maybe 2025 we'll start getting these losses significantly less. So actually I can, I don't know, should I dream big that I can be green in 2025? Oh my God, I would love that. But it doesn't change the fact that it's gambling. It's literally gambling. If it's going 64, 62, that's like insane. That's a lot of money. I think that's it, what I prepared for you. Let me now show my face and let's talk more. All right, so now that that's out of the woods, so my goal for 2025, obviously that I would love, I would love, my dream is to get green, right? And it can happen. Only one good, serious, big win, and it can happen. But the odds are, if you're not, you know, like we are not counting on lottery. That's not how we're supposed to plan in life, right? So odds are that my goal is that if everything goes well, I will have losses less than 40,000. So if I can get less than 40,000, that would mean to me that my channel is going in the right direction. So now many of you were asking me, you know, how can I afford to lose that much money? And, you know, this is crazy. I agree. This is completely crazy. Once again, I have very good full-time job working from home. I'm supply chain manager. I'm well educated. I have master's degree, and I have been very lucky to have very, very good paying job for a number of years. I don't have any debts. I do own a house. That's the only debt that I have, mortgage that I have to pay, but everything else is kind of for the ARCOs and my fun. We plan to retire in a few years. So we spend years in United States, you know, earning decent income. I wanted to retire sooner. Retire meaning just to stop working if I don't have to. So my goal with this channel is if I can get to the place where I can actually do what I like, which is playing slots, and actually have income from it. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Obviously, I'm not Vegas Matt. I'm not earning that much. I didn't end up to be like superstar, but I feel like I'm doing fine. Now, any business that you want to start, you kind of have to lose money in the first few years. We all know that, right? We're supposed to all know that. So now the question is how much you can tolerate those losses. What you see here about $60,000, that's kind of like the max that I can tolerate. And probably that's why I go until, you know, I play until how much I can tolerate, and that's it. I don't take any loans. I don't borrow money for gambling. I never did in my life. So do I have a gambling problem? I don't know, probably because I'm gambling every day, but I'm gambling every day for the channel. Before this channel, I did not play every day. So I guess depends how you are looking at it. And this is how we will know, do I have a serious gambling problem or not? If I ever get to the situation that I have to loan money or take, I don't gamble. I hear every now and then these YouTubers, when they do, like they took a margin from casinos. I don't do that. There's no way that I will take margin from casinos. Like I'm too scared to do that. That's why you don't see me playing $50 or $250 per spin. Because I don't want to take margin from casinos. I don't want to take loan from the banks. I can, like, my credit score is 800 credit score, so I can take loans if I want to. I don't want to take loans for gambling. So it goes that the discipline has to stay, and I do hope there's no reason for me to believe that things will go sideways because they didn't so far. I do have full support of Darko. We are trying to make something bigger. bigger than, you know, having a job and work for someone else. We are trying to have fun, and since we moved here, we have a lot of fun. We also bought a house in Vegas like a few months ago. Not cash out, obviously. We took a mortgage. But overall, so far, we have fun. If next few years this number continues to drop, that means that I am on the right path. Obviously, I cannot allow number to drop for the next 10 years. Numbers need to match and to drop, losses to drop significantly within the next year and year after. Like if not 2025, in 2026, if I'm not positive, that means that, you know, we kind of have to do some significant changes. Anyway, I decided to have to do some changes even this year, and some New Year's resolutions, you know. So the first one is I will not play without recording. You guys know, and every now and then I put a video out there that is not, it's kind of like just a bonus. It's not session. It's because whenever you see that video, just so you know, it's because I didn't record. I was playing, like gambling on my own, and then bonus happened. So I don't want to do that anymore because I don't want to be a gambler anymore. I want to gamble just for the business, because that's how I believe that I should approach this. And that's my first resolution. So no gambling without recording. Whenever I gamble, it will be recorded, unless I play free play with Darko, because then we are playing 60 cents and $1, and it's fine. We are not losing that much money. Usually we end up home about even. The second New Year's resolution is I will not play 10, 15, 20, $30 bet. Doesn't matter how upset I am at machine. So I need to be very careful. I need to do better to leave when I am ahead, and I need to better to accept the loss and leave. So now I understand every gambler is saying these things, and each day will be, it's almost like alcoholic, right? Like each day you need to fight that demon. I am willing to do so because I'm really, really interested where this channel can go. Fingers crossed that I can make it. I am very, very grateful to have each one of you with your support and the feedback and tips. And oh my God, I feel like a knowledge base because so many of you are giving your own inputs. And I appreciate it so, so very much. I wish you the best 2025, the best ever. Relax, enjoy life. Enjoy life. It's really important because, you know, it's not, we all have a limited time on the planet Earth. So let's use it the best that we can. Do not stress. If gambling is causing you stress, don't do it. You can hear me when I play that I stress. But I stress only for that money that I have. I never go to casino with credit cards. I have one card that is limited how much I can take out from it, and that's the only kind of like extra cushion that I can get. If I spend all the cash, that card is giving me just that extra limited dollars, and that's about it. So let's try to enjoy as much as we can. And when we look things into perspective like this, like for years, 1 year or 2 years, it will be telling. It will be telling for each one of us. I heard many of you were telling me they were worried about me, my financials. You should not be. I also, like, I'm trying to be very transparent, but I have to say, I heard many of the big names telling the story that they lost like $200,000, $300,000. Like, unless I'm really unhappy, unluckiest person on earth, how is possible that I lose $123,000 playing, I don't know, like on average $5 bet, and they're playing $250 bet, and they're saying they lost only 2 times more than me? That sounds weird and different. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know those people. Many of those people are so very great, and I love to watch them. So I'm just saying that to me, it seems like I'm doing something wrong. So I wish I can sit down with them and talk with them, and they can explain to me how it's possible. I understand how they're earning more from YouTube. That part is fine. But how are they losing in casino just that much money? That is something very intriguing to me. So if any of them are watching this, which odds are very slim, I would love them to teach me how their whatever the rules are, whatever the rules that they have set in place, how they're playing, so how they end up with sort of limited losses. Losing $300,000 if you play 250 per spin is kind of like change. That's nothing, right? Thank you all for watching. I think that this ended up to be longer than I expected. Hopefully you will like it. So see you next time. Have a good one, guys.